Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are good. So students, in our previous videos, we have just discussed about the properties and multiplication of large number. So in order to proceeding our chapter number 4, multiplication and division, today we are going to discuss about the properties and terms of division, which will become very helpful for us in solving the sums of division. And after that, we will also discuss about the division of numbers by 1000, 10,000, lakh and so on, which will become very helpful for us for getting the quotient and remainder without doing actual division. Okay, so let us start the topic. Student, before starting the concept of division, first of all we will discuss about the terms used in division. And here we have mainly 4 terms which is used in division. First term is dividend, second one is divisor, third one is quotient, and fourth one is remainder. Okay. Now let us understand with the help of an example. Suppose that here we have a number 6495, which we have to divide by 50. Okay. Now observe one thing here. The number which we want to divide is called the dividend, and the number by which we want to divide 6495 is called the divisor. And after the division, we will get the answer 129. So it is called the quotient, and the number left after the division is called the remainder. Students, after discussing the terms of division, our next topic will be the properties of division. Okay, and our first property is when a number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. It means when we will divide any number by 1, we will always get the quotient, the number itself. Okay. Here we have another number 12,547, which will be divided by 1. So what is the quotient we will get? 12,547, the number itself. Okay. Second property is when a number except 0 is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. It means when we will divide any number by itself, we will always get the quotient 1. Okay. Suppose that here we have number 826 as the dividend, and we have to divide this by 826 again, which is called the divisor. So here we observe 826 the dividend and 826 the divisor, both are same number, and after that we will get the quotient 1. It means when any number is divided by itself, we will always get the quotient 1. Next, 87,450 is divided by 87,450, the quotient we will get is 1. Okay, according to the property. Next property is when 0 is divided by any number except 0, the quotient is always 0. It means when we will divide 0 by any number, we will always get 0 as the quotient. Okay. For example, here we have 0 as the dividend, and we have to divide this 0 by 1455. So what is the quotient we will get? Here 0. Okay. So according to the property, when 0 is divided by any number, we will always get the quotient 0. Okay. Next, 0 is divided by 99,999. So here we will always get the 0 as the quotient. Okay. Next and last property is division algorithm. Okay, which is very helpful while checking the divisions. And what is the division algorithm? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. It means when we have to find the dividend, what we will do? We will always multiply the divisor and the quotient, and after that we will add the remainder to find the dividend. Okay, it will become very helpful for us while checking the division. Students, now we are going to discuss some methods of division by 1000, 10,000 and lakh, by which we will able to find the quotient and remainder without doing actual division. Okay, so our first method is to divide a number by 1000. We simply remove the last 3 digits to get the quotient. and the last 3 digits together form the remainder. Okay, it means when a number is divided by 1000, the digit in its ones, tens and hundred place form the remainder and the remaining digits form the quotient. Okay, let's understand with the help of an example. Suppose that here we have number 3278, which we have to divide by 1000. So the digits on its ones, tens and hundred place forms the remainder and the remaining digit form the quotient. Okay, so after the division, what is the quotient we will get? The quotient is 3 and the remainder is 278. Next one is, to divide a number by 10,000, we simply remove the last 4 digits to get the quotient, and the last 4 digits together form the remainder. It means when we divide a number by 10,000, the digits on its ones, tens, hundred, thousand place forms a remainder and the remaining digit form the quotient. Okay, for example, here we have 72,879, which we have to divide by 10,000. So we simply remove the ones, tens, hundred, thousand place for the remainder and the remaining digit form the quotient. So our quotient will be the 7 and the remainder will be the 2879. Okay, next one is, to divide a number by 1 lakh, we simply remove the last 5 digits to get the quotient and the last 5 digits together form the remainder. It means when we divide a number by 1 lakh, the digits on its ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000 place forms the remainder and the remaining digit form the quotient. Okay, suppose that here we have a number 8,28,796, which we have to divide by 1 lakh. So the digits on its ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000 place form the remainder and the remaining digit, which is 8, form the quotient. So our quotient will be the 8 and the remainder will be the 28,796. Students, now let us solve some question from the exercise 4, and our first question is fill in the blanks. Okay, and the first part is 12,547 is divided by 1. So we have already discussed it in our property that if a number is divided by 1, so the quotient is the number itself always. Okay, it means if 12,547 is divided by 1, then the quotient we will get is 12,547, means the number itself. Second one is B, 87,450 is divided by 87,450. In our properties, we have already discussed if a number is divided by itself, so the quotient is always 1. Next one is, if 0 is divided by any number, it means if 0 is divided by 99,999, so what is the quotient we will get? Here is 0. According to the property, if 0 is divided by any number, we will always get the 0 as the quotient. Next one is, which number is divided by 35 for getting the quotient 0? So according to the property, if 0 is divided by any number, so the quotient we will get is always 0. Okay. Our next question is, find a number which when divided by 35 gives the quotient 22 and remainder 40. Okay. So here what we have to find in the question? Dividend. And what we have given in the question? Divisor 35, quotient 22 and remainder 40. And we have to find the dividend. So according to the division algorithm, which we have already discussed in our properties, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So according to the formula, we have to put the numbers according to their places. Okay. Now we will put 35 on the divisor's place, we will put 22 on the quotient place, and we will put 14 on the remainder's place. Now 35 into 22 plus 14. So 35 into 22 equals 770 plus 14. Then we will get 784 as the dividend. So what is the dividend? Here we will get 784. Okay. Thus the required number is 784. Students, our next question is question number 3rd. Find the quotient and remainder. Okay. And here we have a number 62,847 and we have to divide this number by 1000. Remember, we have earlier discussed some methods of division by 1000, 10,000 and lakh. To divide the number by 1000, we simply remove the last 3 digits to get the quotient. It means when a number is divided by 1000, the digits in its ones, tens and hundred place form the remainder. Okay, and the remaining digits form the quotient. So here we have number 62,847, which is divided by 1000. So we will simply remove the digits on its ones, tens and hundred place, which form the remainder, and the remaining digits form the quotient. So we will get the quotient 62 and the remainder 847. So students, I hope all of you understand the concept very well, and the remaining questions of the exercise will be given by me in your assignment. Okay, thank you.